Hello, welcome back. This is awesome. I am recording 52 videos within 24 hours or less, and this is video number 10, in case you were wondering. Now, oops, I need to get to the presentation here. Where's my timer? Okay, I think I broke my phone. There we go. All right, so I've got 3 minutes to talk about how to give a memorable presentation. Let's do this. Boom, we're going. All right, so here's what you need to know. The rules. You need to know the rules of a presentation before you can do anything else with it. Now, it can be tempting to go into it and say, I'm gonna do something so bizarre and crazy that people can't help but remember. And chances are it will be remembered, but not in the way that you want it to be remembered. It may be remembered as they're going out, for lunch with their coworkers and they're saying that guy was an idiot. Like his presentation did not make any sense, okay? So make sure you know the rules. Make sure you know why you're giving a presentation. If you haven't watched my other videos on the beginner's guide to presentations, the 5-mark method, and the other techniques that I'm teaching, you'll definitely want to go back and watch those before this. But if you have watched those already, let's come back and talk about this. So know the rules, but then break them. I remember I was at an event several years ago. It was obviously memorable because I'm remembering it to share it with you guys. And I remember it was a very methodical business event, and everybody was like, taking their notes, and they're like, all right, this. And then at one point the presenter pulled up a thing and he drew a stick figure person, and he said, just remember that headshots are off limits. And everybody's like, what the heck? And then all of a sudden a whole bunch of Nerf darts flew out, and then a bunch of Nerf guns showed up out of nowhere, and it was total mayhem while we had a Nerf battle for the next 30 minutes. It was awesome and very memorable. Now, if you can do things like that in your presentations, go for it. If it's standing on a table and singing, if it's a Nerf battle, if it's giving people water balloons, although you might wanna match it to the situation, push the limits, but don't go outside the limits. That's important, okay? So know the rules, do memorable things, and think of what would drive home. This is the last point I'm gonna give you before we wrap this up. Think of what would drive home this point that you're trying to explain. Your end goal for your presentation on the third point, when you're gonna call them to action, what would drive this home really well? What sort of experience could I put people through to help them have the experience that's memorable? Ask yourself that question and you'll be amazed at the things you come up with. All right, hopefully that was helpful for you guys. Let's see how we did on the time. 40 seconds left. Hey, that one was a little bit shorter. All right, so doing this challenge, I would genuinely appreciate it if you would subscribe. This channel is all about just really quick hacks from my experience of public speaking, presenting, being on stage, theater, all that stuff. The things that I can do to help you get the most important points very quickly. So if that's useful to you, give it a thumbs up and we'll see you next video.